guys, I'm Aaliyah Brown, and we are back with another episode of What's Your Story? And this week we have local Baltimore artist Trap Kid.
Hey, Trap Kid. How y'all going
Thank
tonight?
you. Thank you so much for doing this. So we're just going to go ahead and get started and start from the top. So what is Trap Kid's story?
Trap Kid story, like you said, I'm a local Baltimore artist from the inner city. So a lot of my story comes from my testimony, actually. Just everything that I've been through and where it's elevated me to, and I try to tell my story to inspire the youth. It's bigger than music with me. Honestly, it's more of a story, like you said. So.
Okay. And so get into that for me. What's the story? What are you preaching to the youth in the city for real?
Oh, that's a good word, preaching. They don't like when I preach. But, what I'm preaching is basically like my name stands for. It's Trap Kid, dead, but it stands for basically dying to your sins. So the dead is actually it's silent. You know what I'm saying? But it basically stands for dying to your sins. Everything, like I said, I went through a lot of things that I didn't think that I would go through as a adolescent. Me growing up in church most of my life, and then becoming a teenager and jumping off the porch, as they call it, getting into things that I didn't see myself getting into, but the village, I feel like they raised the kids. So there's a lot of things the kids don't know that they probably don't even know that they'll get themselves into, depending on who they're around and, things they're surrounding themselves with. So I try to just shed that light so that they won't be in those positions or whatnot, for real, the positions that I was in. I could go deep into some of those positions, but
you can. We want to know what's the juice.
All right. So I can say, coming from Baltimore City, I got my first charge when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
Now, mind you, like I said, I was a kid up until about 12 before I jumped out of the port. I was really into church. I was dived into my religion like really heavy. I was a kid going to church 3 times a week, Bible case in hand, had to have my suit on, had to have my tie, stuff like that. Once I caught my first charge, I feel like the system, it had me a little bit because I still was lost and I didn't have the right individuals around me to guide me. From there, I think I caught like 2 charges before I became an adult. So the last charge I caught before I became an adult was at age 17. I was a senior in high school, and I was charged with armed robbery, armed carjacking, a lot of things. I got no bail. I did 7 months in adult prison.
Oh wow.
And these are things that I never thought I would go through for real, but God put me in those places for a reason. Now that I know.
Right.
Now that it's 10 years later. So I missed my senior year of high school. Like I always figured I'd be in college. Growing up, so I was very smart. I made straight A's growing up.
When you were going through all this, were you doing music, or did you kind of find music within this stage or after?
So in 6th grade, I don't know exactly how I dived in. I just know I always like wanted to be a rapper. I actually wanted to be famous. So like I don't want to be a rapper. I want to be famous. If you get that, but I want the limelight for a reason so I can serve my purpose. But 6th grade, I got into a group called YBE. It was about 4 or 5 of us. We had our differences and whatnot, so we broke up kind of quick. A bunch of gang members. It was Bloods, Crips. Like I was jumping into something. So these was during the time where gang activity was real popular back in the day, back in Baltimore. From there, I rapped with them for about 2 years. I went kind of solo, and I got into another group with 2 other partners, Lord Trap, where my name derives from, and a guy called True Guap, who is also another prominent artist in Baltimore. Really through the fashion. I could say just through the fashion, honestly, but that gave me the love for music because I felt like you get to highlight your fashion through, being an artist or whatnot.
So I want to talk, I definitely want to get into fashion because that is why I really wanted to interview because I was like, I need to know this kid's story because he dresses all kinds of ways, like not ways that most artists would dress. So it's like we see you and then we hear the music and not like the music comes with what you look like. Does that make sense?
That's
So
exactly what I want for my image, honestly.
yeah,
I want you to know me before you know my music. Because I feel like too many artists nowadays, it's something that I want to tap in on. Too many artists are just known for music. And the thing is, I don't feel like you get longevity out of being known for a song. Or
yeah,
especially in this culture of, you feel me, with all the music sounding alike or whatnot. So
yeah.
I try to make myself stand out as much as I can. I always find that kid.
Yeah, that so how did we talk to me about your fashion inspo and just kind of where you go with your thought process when it comes to fashion in general, and then we'll jump back into
So first off, I got my inspo. I gotta give thanks to God first, just for allowing me to be myself, giving me a mindset to not be scared wherever I go to dress how I want to dress in front of whoever. Secondly, I'll say I got a lot of this inspiration from my brother, who is actually he's gay. So I've been doing a lot of this pretty boy stuff before they actually got into it or whatnot. Because my brother is gay, and a lot of his influences was Kanye, Pharrell. This was back in the 2000s, so um, I say like Kanye, Pharrell, and then I took my own spin on it because I wanted to be a rapper, and I got a lot of things from like Joel, Jim Jones, the Dipset era, which everybody say slime and all that now, but they don't even know like Dipset started that slime weed.
mm,
Um, the whole biker boy chains, all that. But the thing is now, like with my fashion sense, I dress literally how I feel.
mm,
So if I want to feel like a boss today, if I feel like a rock star, if I feel like a pretty boy, it's also dependent on the scenery. And a lot of times, like I have outfits out for like the week already. So I might have like 5 to 7 fits already made up that I've styled and put together. But it's like, say this hat here. This is
mhm.
how I do my outfit. I might start with this hat. I might find a hat, and then I'll create the entire outfit off of this hat, or
Okay.
I'll create the entire outfit off of these pants. Or, like that's how I do things. I'm very like OCD, so that's how I come together. Honestly,
Yeah, that makes sense. And so how does that transition into your music and your style of rap, I would say? Because I know we see you and then we follow the music. So how does that kind of intertwine together for you?
yeah, I believe it intertwines because everything about me is kind of unorthodox.
Mm,
It's not the what you're familiar with. So like me personally as an artist, I know I have to get people in tune because with me, because when it's something new hitting the air,
mm-hmm.
they don't take to it off top. You got to make them want to be you or whatnot. So that's really like my whole entire goal because I feel like I'm a very righteous kid. Even though I do what I do, I don't judge. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be who you are and just go for your dream because you never know what somebody's going through and where they come from and where they gonna go.
So how did we come up with the name Trap Kid?
I got a lot of good and bad in me, which I like to show. Um,
Okay.
Trap Kid is like it's two parts of a name. So I have my two childhood best friends. It's both of their names. It's Trap, and then you got Kid. So you got the real Trap. He's actually in prison right now. I learned a lot from him. I started doing a lot of the mischievous things that I was doing as a kid with him.
Mm,
Um, that was actually my co-defendant on the charge when I was 17 in high school.
okay.
Um, so now that he's kind of gone and he's still doing what he's doing and I'm learning from it, he actually has a problem with me having his name, but it's like I try to make his legacy live on. And
Right.
it's not just him. His name actually stands for like to me every track kid,
Mm,
every kid that comes from the track. That's why I actually do this for the kids who too lost and don't have the faith or whatever it is that allows them stray from what they was doing. um I try to put a spotlight on that you can be different. And so you got Trap, that bad side, and then you got Kid. Now most people don't know my best friend Kid. That's who I started in a group with in YBE. He's still my best friend to this day. But he's 27 years old. He's married. He has a few kids. He has a special needs kid. But like he's the most motivational person in my life, just off of maturity.
Mm.
Um, so I put their two names together just to give me show people the good and the bad because he's from the same place that we from.
Mm-hmm.
He went to McDaniel, a private college. He's doing all the things that he should be doing. It's very inspiring for real.
How do you use your music to serve as an influence piece?
I don't really try to honestly give off too much negative stuff in my music. So okay. I talk about a lot of things that I want, and not a lot of things that I've been through. Actually, no matter where you at, honestly, you can feel like a celebrity because people be feeling like they're going through too much. Whereas though, oh, I'm from here, I had this certain image on or whatnot. But nah, bro, you can be different. You can be like me. You can feel so highly about yourself, honestly, on a daily basis, and be where you are. For us, it's all about humbleness, gratefulness, and knowing who you are, knowing your purpose a little bit. So that's what I try to do, honestly. As I walk around, I show my swag off, whatnot. I hope people gain inspiration from that, and they actually do because everybody dressed like me.
So, so your crazy fashion is to stand out from the crowd because people are copying.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like honestly, and a lot of the things I do too, I troll. So it's like, I'll take this and I'll show you how to wear it. I kind of feel like I'm always on the trend before it comes. So I'm searching for the next trend. Never like, oh, this is in right now, so I'm on that. Now everybody doing this, so I'm trying to do that.
So you start the trend, and then when people catch on, you move on to a new trend.
Real talk. That's why, like, I'm having trouble with rapping right now because everybody want to be a rapper, bro. Everybody wants to be a fucking artist. I really do not like doing what everybody does.
And I think that comes with being an artist in general. It's just not wanting to be the same, wanting to be different, and wanting to stand out in your own way to make you to find that separation in the crowd because it's easy to get lost. I wanted to talk a little bit about your current projects or any projects that you wanted to talk about that you have out.
All right, cool. So I have no projects out right now. Well, I do have a project out. I got a project out on SoundCloud called Real Trap. You can go check that out.
Okay.
My main thing, honestly, is to build my fan base, keep building up my aura, and what I'm known for. I actually am going to drop a project called Hell's Angel. I want this to be like my main first project, and
okay.
I wanted to like really get in depth of what I'm about though, instead of like just making wave music. So that's kind of why I haven't been dropping. I feel like the wave is really not even about your music anymore. It's all about your aesthetics and what you bring into the social media era. So I'm more into that right now and just building my fan base up. But I'm going to drop soon. I promise you. I'm going to drop Hell's Angel. And I actually was supposed to drop a video on 9/11. I got the video getting altered right now, but it's a very good song called Go Out Like That. That's going to be dropping soon. And I'm going to drop 2 visuals before Halloween.
Okay.
2 visuals. That's my main push. It's the visuals more than the music.
So people can look forward to visuals before Halloween.
Yeah.
Sure.
2 visuals, yes.
Okay. We're going to hold it to you. We're going to be waiting.
The first one's gonna be crazy, I promise you. Like
I think that's all the questions that I have for you. But if there's anything you want to add,
all the kids out there, man, keep grinding. Like I said, die to y'all sins, man. Whatever y'all need to get better with, y'all know what y'all need to get better with. Get better with it. You feel me? Help yourself to elevate, reach new levels every day, step by step, go day by day. just keep working, man. It's all a process for real. Take the good with the bad, and you're gonna level up, kid. Mm-hmm.
Where people can follow you and find your music, the ones you do have out.
All right, cool. So I'm on all platforms. Trap Kid, TRAPKIDDEAD. Just Trap Kid is not fucking Trap Kid dead, bro. It's just Trap Kid.
Okay.
All platforms. I'm also on Instagram. That's the only social media that I'm on. So don't look for me anywhere else.
Don't look at me, folks.
Trap Kid everywhere. TRAPKIDDEAD.
Okay.
That's about it. So be on the lookout.
All right. Well, that's all we have for this week of What's Your Story with local Baltimore artist Trap Kid. Hey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Hey.